underway in our nation's capital.
Oh, a mistake there.
Well, I know sitting up here, I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now Scott. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Scott with it again on second. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts, flush to his right. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
We cleaned it up, baby.
On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders. At about the 32.
Watch the twins.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gibson again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On the counter, Gibson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. This time they'll throw it with Howell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Faking the handoff. Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 39 yards. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After a 1-point game, 7-6. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Montez Sweat with a tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
52. Mike 52. I'm on. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Watch the run.
On 2nd and 9. Hurts over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
On the jump. 52's Check 52's the mark. Drag him 60. 52. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 19, 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 12 more yards there and another first down.
60 by 6.
Another run with Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
19, Sergeant.
Here's Hurts to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
He's not going to get me. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. On the carry, this is Scott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 52 for Mike, boy, 52. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
52 for Mike.
Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. 19 Tiger.
For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
No, check that.
On first down, Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Somehow I feel he's going to hear the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the first down marker. Just tuck it and run for the first down. No sense trying to throw it downfield. And that one falls incomplete.
Here we go. At the 60. At the 60.
3rd and 1. Hal's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Robinson up the middle. 5 yards out of this as he's taken. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he's got some space here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. 30 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
57.
And that is caught for the 2 points. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Back to Gainwell here on second down. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done, so I think going for it there was the right call.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
On the give, here's Robinson.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
4th down, Powell. Able to connect with Dotson. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on fourth.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one.
You got it.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Okay, ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. 52, Mike 52. Go! Back to the Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Flush to his right. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 20. Yard line.